at the best of times. Disappointing afternoon, Jim, right from the off really. I can tell by the time you was in with the lads, you've had an inquest into it. We just weren't at the races. I think first 30 minutes, we just weren't there. We stood off, we didn't press, our passing was poor. Not taking anything away from Cambridge, they were well organised, but we just didn't seem to have an answer to it.
I think you summed it up. You've just said everything I've just told the boys now at half time. I've been I think I've given a fairly balanced view on most games when sides have come here. So there's no reason for me to be any different today. I felt we were an absolute disgrace, and bar I reckon 3 of the boys in that dressing room, the others should hang their heads in shame and think seriously about how much they want to play football. Because you're right, from the first minute they didn't look interested. From the first minute, the first 4 balls we lumped the ball forward, which we haven't done all season. We played from the back through to the midfield, to the wide areas, getting balls in the box. And when we'd done that eventually in the second half, well, I'll say we'd done that in the second half, we looked much better. They've got to ask themselves a serious question about whether or not they want to play football and want to win things. But for me, more importantly, I want to be down at Grays Athletic, because I'm not having that.
No, I mean, it is disappointing. And then the frustrating thing is, in the second half, they showed glimpses of what they can do, and we had them for a time on the rack. But even then, I looked at my watch when the keeper, he made a save, I can't remember who it was from, 71 minutes. That was the first serious save their keeper had to make.
I can't remember him having a save to make, so I'll have to have a look if there's any highlights of that. There won't be much from us, but yeah, I mean, so even when we got wide, we didn't put the ball in the box. We came back inside again. When we did get wide and tried to deliver the ball, shocking deliveries from both sides. Corners, they did not do the corners that they're aware of, that we've had planned from the first game of the season. They've done their own thing. A couple of free kicks that we'd worked on, they've done their own thing, it didn't come off. And I'll always tell them that if they do what I ask them to do and I get it wrong, then it's down to me. But today I'm not having that. They were absolutely useless. They just looked really leggy. Whether or not we've got too many old players out there, maybe. Because we looked way off the pace the first half.
But then, having said that, you would expect the older players, the experienced players, would say, "All right, come on, this isn't good enough. Let's have a go." But it was quiet as well. And you alluded to free kicks. There was a free kick right at the death in the first half with Macca and I think was it Mitch, and they didn't know what to do.
Oh, they knew what to do.
And in the end,
they knew
it
what
was
to
nothing.
do. They knew what to do. They just didn't do what I told them to do. That is a free kick that we'd worked on, and because Macca decided he didn't want to do it, it looked absolutely like a shambles. And then the ball was poor delivery. So I'm not having that. That is down to them too. They knew exactly what they were supposed to be doing. I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid. I'll go through. I'm quite happy. Dan Sandbridge didn't really have too much to do, if I'm honest. So he done all right. I thought Ashley Miller was brilliant today.
Yes.
Kept possession of the ball well. Played well. Covered around well. Kingy was shocking. Jack McQueen was shocking. Macca was shocking. Nathan Fox was average. Stan I thought was alright today.
I thought Stan.
Darky had a poor first half, but second half done very, very well. Mitch Harm weren't in the game at all, looked leggy. Carlos done nothing at all today, nothing. No, it looked lazy to me. I'm quite happy to say it. I've told him in there. Manny was awful today. Doesn't know when to spin out, doesn't know when to hold the ball up, doesn't know when to play the ball. He's a shadow of the player that was here at the start of the season. The subs coming on, Callie, we knew he needed some minutes, but we put him on and gave instructions then to deliver the ball into the box. No, so even when the ball was wide, we then, as I said earlier, come back and then the angle was all wrong. Michael Pindy showed some effort out there, but again, he didn't do as he was told to do either. So, all round, a really, really bad day at the office today.
Yeah, I think the supporters will accept, not taking it, as I've said, not taking anything away from Cambridge. They're a good side. We made them look better than they are. But what supporters won't accept, like you, is a lack of effort.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We don't mind being beaten
Yeah.
by if we've given 100% and we've been beaten by a better side. But we weren't.
Well, I mean, like I said, that for me is brilliant. You've said that, and I'll tell you what, because I've said exactly the same thing in there. You ain't going to play well every game. We're going to be poor in possession of the ball.
No, sir.
Yeah, so I told them we're not going to play well every week. We're not going to pass the ball well. However, you didn't work hard enough. You didn't battle. You didn't talk. 3 things that should come like that, no problems at all. But to a man, by the people I've said, no, didn't do it. And I'm happy. And I said, Joe, I wanted you lot to boo them off at half time. Because if I was a fan, I would have been booing them and giving it everything. Because you give us support when we're doing well. And when we're not doing so well, you were really good to them, really good to them. But, you know, I appreciate you let us do our job in the half-time team talk, but it wouldn't, I said, you know, if I was bad, I'd be pointing fingers at these lot. You paid money to come in today, and they did not even bother. Yeah. We could have gone top, we could have gone joint top today.
I know, that's the frustrating
And I told them
thing.
before the game as well, so I'm asking them questions. Are you a side that's going to remain in the top 5? Do you want it enough? Do you want to be successful enough? Because you've got to look at yourself today. We had 4 players out of our 13, 14, that put in a shift. The others were absolutely useless.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Jim. I mean, and we've got an important cup game, a very important cup game coming up next week. Obviously, you've got to look at your team selection. Additionally to that, is that put thoughts in your mind that you now know who you want, who you don't want, in regards to strengthening the squad?
Yeah, there may be another player in this week, and if he comes, he's a magnificent player, brilliant player. So hopefully he'll come in. There'll probably be a couple gone this week, or maybe after the FA Trophy game, because I need obviously to look at the budget and make sure that we're in our means. But to be fair, apart from those 4, as I keep saying, you could point fingers at them and go, do you know what? After last week, no, I'm not accepting that. And like you say, you've got experienced players out there who did not rally the troops on the pitch. I can only do so much off the side of it, trying to get them, geeing them up. But if I can't get a reaction, then I'll have a look at them at training on Monday, and trust me, they'll be getting reaction from me, Joinsy and Borney on Monday, because they won't see a lot of the ball on Monday, because we looked way off it.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't, in all honesty, we had possession, more possession in the second half, but we never looked like scoring. Apart from that, did you speak to the referee of why he disallowed Manny's?
Well, the linesman said he had 2 hands on it and Manny headed it out of his hands, but
Debatable. But that's just glossing over. That's glossing over.
Yeah, I thought the referee was actually okay today.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know why he only put 4 minutes on at the end. Bearing in mind he was saying he was going to add loads of time on for time wasting, but if you do that, you're expecting to see 6 or 7 minutes, not 4 minutes when there's been 6 subs in the game.
Yeah.
Well, 3 people going down with cramp or whatever they're going to call it. So yeah, he had a good game, ref.
So a lot to work on in the week, no doubt.
We've been brilliant. We've been brilliant this year.
Yeah.
Today was unacceptable, and I'd like to say won't happen again. But I'm quite happy to say that it wouldn't surprise me if that does happen again because of their attitude. You can't come to a game of football and have only 4 players perform and do as they're asked. You can't do that. So that says something about each and every one of them, or the others, that's in that dressing room.
Yeah, I mean, none of us, we're going to lose matches, but it's the manner that you lose them. And today, to say it was disappointing is an understatement. You know that. Thank you for your honesty, Jim, because the supporters will thank you for that. You know, it's no good crossing that.
Can't shy away from that, can you?
No, you can't.
I mean,
No, you can't.
I'd have to be maybe blame the magician to try and fool other people from that, would I? You know what you're seeing. And you summed it up in the beginning: lack of desire, not really a massive will to win the game. They wanted it more than us, and it showed, didn't it?
At the end of the day, that's what it was. They were organised, but they wanted it, and they showed that.
Yeah.
All right, Jim.
Right, guys.